In Reality is Not What It Seems, Carlo Rovelli, a theoretical physicist, explores the nature of reality and our understanding of it. He argues that the world we perceive is not as solid, immutable, and objective as we might think, but rather is a web of relationships, constantly in flux and subject to our observations and interpretations. Rovelli delves into various scientific disciplines, including quantum mechanics, general relativity, and thermodynamics, to demonstrate how reality is fundamentally different from our everyday experience. The book begins by challenging the notion of objective reality, pointing out that our senses are limited and that our brains process information in a subjective manner. Rovelli introduces the concept of models as tools for understanding reality, emphasizing that these models are not reality itself, but rather approximations that help us make sense of it. He explains how scientists use models to make predictions and test hypotheses, ultimately refining their understanding of the world. Rovelli then delves into the world of quantum mechanics, which deals with the behavior of matter and energy at the smallest scales. He explains how quantum mechanics reveals that reality is fundamentally probabilistic and uncertain, with particles existing in multiple states until they are observed or measured. This concept of superposition and wave-particle duality runs counter to our everyday experience, where objects appear to have definite properties. Rovelli uses the example of Schrödinger's cat, a thought experiment where a cat is placed in a sealed box with a device that might or might not release a poisonous gas, leaving the cat both alive and dead until the box is opened and the state is observed. The author also discusses entanglement, a phenomenon in which two particles become interconnected such that the state of one particle instantaneously affects the state of the other, regardless of the distance between them. This seemingly instantaneous communication defies our understanding of space and time, as information cannot travel faster than the speed of light. Rovelli explains that entanglement is not a violation of the laws of physics, but rather a reflection of the quantum nature of reality. Rovelli then turns his attention to general relativity, which describes the large-scale structure of the universe and the force of gravity. He explains how Einstein's theory revolutionized our understanding of space and time, showing that they are not absolute but rather a relative and can be warped by the presence of mass and energy. This concept of space-time curvature allows for the prediction of phenomena such as black holes, where the gravitational field is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. The author also discusses thermodynamics, the branch of physics that deals with the behavior of matter and energy at macroscopic scales. Rovelli explains how thermodynamics reveals that the universe is not a collection of separate objects, but rather a complex web of interactions, with energy and information constantly flowing and transforming between different systems. He introduces the concept of entropy, which measures the degree of disorder or randomness in a system, and shows how entropy increases over time, leading to the inevitable dissipation of energy and the eventual heat death of the universe. Throughout the book, Rovelli emphasizes that reality is not static or fixed, but rather is in a constant state of flux and transformation. He argues that our understanding of reality is not static either. It evolves over time as new knowledge and perspectives emerge. The author also stresses the importance of interdisciplinary collaboration in advancing our understanding of reality, as different scientific disciplines often shed light on the same phenomena from different angles. In conclusion, Reality Is Not What It Seems is a thought-provoking exploration of the nature of reality and our understanding of it. By delving into various scientific disciplines, Carlo Rovelli challenges our everyday notions of objectivity and certainty, revealing a world that is fundamentally probabilistic, interconnected, and constantly in flux. The book serves as a reminder that reality is not something we can ever fully comprehend, but rather something we can only ever approximate, and that the pursuit of knowledge is an ongoing journey of discovery and refinement.